Is your business sustainable?
The sustainability side of recycling generally is a huge thing. We're not finding windows in wells on beaches and things like that.
We've got the closed loop pretty much fairly tight now, to be honest. I think there's probably very few fabricators that actually dump any plastic into a skip now. I think most of it's collected back in the system and used. The one concern I have with the use of co-extrusion regrind, if we're not careful, the demand will outstrip what's available, and if we're really not careful, we'll end up having to pay more for recycled material. How do you think the marketplace would feel about that?
I think we need to get back to the government here, because anything that's recycled that we're actually helping the country and the ecology, we've got to start with some tax incentives for the businesses. So again, it's another drum banging exercise that we say, look, for every, let's give an incentive to the consumer that if they buy a recycled window, the government will give them some support towards that, and that will then work its way right through the industry.
I agree, but at the moment, I think in April the plastic tax went up to £225 a tonne for the use of plastic, non-recycled plastic. That doesn't apply to windows. So for the protective tape on my profiles, if I use a recycled content, I can reduce that tax bill, but not on profile in any way, shape or form. So I do agree with you. I think the government can play a huge part, but then is that again for the GGF, the BPF to start lobbying the government on the use of recycled materials?
On the front of sustainability and the circular economy, I think the GGF have a really important part to play, yes. And I wouldn't necessarily say that we've got everything as the industry needs it to be right now, but what I would say is the investment that's gone into that space in the last 2 years, certainly since I've been in the industry, to support the lobbying on circular economy has been very big. I do think there is more to do, and I know that the GGF have been looking at models that are happening in other parts of Europe as well, where those tax burdens have come down on certain areas to make incentive for industries to invest.